I'm Subu, bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to show you the Storybook Gnome suite, plus the brand new trio punch that we're going to use today. It's absolutely a gorgeous suite. The papers, I love the papers. I've started cutting into them, so you've got lovely Christmassy ones. The gnomes actually cut out with the dies from the Storybook Gnome set dies, and you've got Christmassy on the back. You get two of each. You've got this lovely scenes, I love those, and on the back you've got the mushrooms, which the mushrooms cut out with the mushroom die. I've already started on that paper, and you've got a lovely reindeer and moosey one here with Christmas trees on the back. You've got a couple of those. You've again got these lovely mushroomy seams with your little gnomes on, and again the back, and then this lovely mushroom paper which I'm going to be using today, and you've got snowflakes on the back. So just move those out of the way. Lovely set that's you've got all the stamps and the dies cut out those, plus you've got some extra features that you can make a gnome out, so you can do like punch art type, you know, you can cut out your gnome to make up without having to stamp. Okay, so I'm using today what you can get free. So of course if you bought that suite, then you could choose to get this paper free. So this is the beautiful celebration paper. You've got I think 6 each, so you've got 6 gold ones. They are plain on the other side, 6 spotted, and then you've got 6 striped in the silver and 6 spotted in the silver. So going to use some of that today as well. And I've taken the happy birthday out of the penguin place. Okay, so we're starting off. It'd be better if I'd got balmy blue, which I haven't at the current, so I've got the closest, which is no longer available, but it looks all right with this. So we're going to start off with this, which is 5 inches by 3.5. So I've got a piece of card. So we're going to use our punch, and I'm going to start with using just the cut-off. So this helps you make beautiful tags. So I wanted quite a nice large tag, so just cut the corners off there, and then I'm going to place this in. Now I'm going to have to face it towards me to try and get this roughly in the middle. And you're happy? Yeah, I've done that. I made that too much hard work that. It went down. I didn't think it had, and it had. So there you've got your tag there. Then I've gone down, I think just about 1/8. I think I've gone down. Yeah, I've gone down 1/8. So I've gone 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. So again, I'm going to put this in the same. So I'm going to take the same off that as I did before, and we'll have a look where that is. And I'm going to put it on here first, and so I'm going to glue that onto my tag. So it's lovely paper. I'm a sucker for foil paper, so I love the paper. So I'm gonna just put an equal increment all the way around. So you can make smaller tags, you can make labels. So if you imagine that you'd cut a piece out 3.5 inches, you could cut the corners off, turn it round, cut the corners off. If you imagine that, and you've got a nice label there. So that's one of the things that you can make, any size labels. so any size tags, so that's great. So I'm going to go back in here now and hopefully line it up in the same place. To make sure I am doing, I'm going to go line my punch up on the back. When I'm happy I've got it in the same place, I'm just going to punch down, and there, I've punched it in the same place. That's the beauty of doing that. Okay, now I've cut myself a mushroom piece. Now I've cut this a lot smaller, and I've made this 4 3/8, I think. I'll just double check on that one actually. Better just double check it. So that is, oh sorry, it's 2 7/8, beg your pardon. So it's 2 7/8 by, oh, that was where it was 4 3/8, yeah. So you couldn't quite see that, sorry. So that'd be your 4 3/8 that way, and your 2 7/8 that way. So now I'm going to use the fancy bit on the punch. So I'm going to put that in, and this time I'm going to do all 4 sides of this and make it special. So you get the idea that you can make a tag like that, so you could have those all 4 sides going, so whichever length of tag you wanted, you can use that. So it's really a pretty edge there, and I thought that it'd look nice on here, so I've made it smaller like that to go in the middle. So I'm just going to give that equal increments all the way around. So in the suite you actually get the papers. You also, let me just make sure that I'm looking at my, after my loop I'm putting in, and it's a bit difficult because the lines are wonky and it's sending me eyes funny, but I think that's about it. Okay, so you get these beautiful fine sparkling gems. You get this lovely, it's like seam binding type of ribbon, and it's got your balmy blue running around it. So we're going to cut a piece for that in a minute. And then you get this snowfall accent puff paint. So you put some of this on and puff it up with your heat tool. So is that right? So it's the paper, the gems, the ribbon, and the dies, and the stamp set. Okay, so ahead of time I've cut out a mushroom in the actual basic white, and what I'm going to do is I've gone ahead of time and I've cut myself a couple of mushrooms. Now what I've done is I've fully cut the door out of this mushroom, and I'm going to use that as a template so that I can see where I want my writing. So I'm going to stamp in the balmy blue, the happy birthday. So just get the balmy blue, so we're going to stamp. Now because this is photopolymer, you need cushioning, so I've actually got a spongy surface here underneath me. So there we go. If I hadn't, I'd be getting out my stamping mats, but because I've got that, so there we go, I've got that. Now I cut another mushroom out with the dies, and I've actually darkened the door, so I've used the bronze to actually darken the door, and what I've done is cut round 2/3 of the way round and folded it back. Now I wanted the inside of the door, because obviously when you've got this paper, if I can flip to show you, you will actually be getting a scene as the back of the door. So obviously you don't want that. So I have done myself, and oh, actually, I never thought about this, but what I could have done is stamped the mushroom in my basic white with early espresso, and then I could have just cut a door out. I didn't think about that, but my plan with this one is I will do the door to go in there, so this again can be used. It's not going to be thrown away. So if I'd have thought about this before, what I would have done is use one of our split pins to put through here to make the doorknob, and then put this on glued on the back, which would have hidden the split pin, and then you would have a proper doorknob. So that's what would have been my preference to do, and if you follow this and you want to make this tag, that's what I suggest you do. But now I'm going to stick this on. So we've got the happy birthday message inside. So just bring my glue along. So as I say, you would get this showing up, and I didn't want that showing. So what I've done as well is, because when you cut it out, you might not cut out exactly the same, I've actually gone over the inside as well with the bronze. So I've coloured all that, and some extra of the DSP to darken it so you can't really tell. So someone just looking at it wouldn't realise that. Whoops, I've gone and put some glue on that bit. There we go. Whoops. And now I'm putting it over. So I thought this would be quite nice stuck on there. And instead of, as I say, using those split pins, I will put a gem on instead. As I say, I wish I'd have thought about it and done that. Now, they're so also beautiful. I think, oh, not wrong thing. I'm going to use, I think, a nice greeny coloured one. So let's put that on there, and that's for the door. So you won't be able to grab hold of it properly like you would, but it gives you the indication. Okay, so that's inside there and goes with that. So I'm going to put that up on dimensionals. I forgot to get those ready, so let's sit this up on some dimensionals. A few random ones all over the place. So just really, as soon as I saw that, I thought I've got to make a door, opening door. I couldn't bear not to. No, I just also felt like a bit like wanting to do almost as though it's Narnia, so you could stick the seam behind it, and then you would have like going into a different world. So that's what I was thinking. So I'm going to pop that in the middle there. So, and then let's put the pin in there. Let's thread the, oops, I can't see my glue properly. There we go. And let's thread this through. So you can do anything you like with this to how you want to do it. I might actually do it as just a knot. So let's see. Put that over there like that. Do I like, I've done the ribbon the wrong way. So do I want to make a difference if I thread it up underneath? See if I can make that come better so that it, and can I spin that round a bit? Yeah, can. So don't want to tie a knot, but there, and then just do cutting off. Oh, wrong pair. Should always save some sharp ones. Let's see. That's better. And then cut that there. Okay. And then you can put that on, and you could even write to and from in there. That could even be your message. And then you can write on the back. You could even put yourself some card on the back to write on, but I hope you like that. That was just something simple to show you, to show off the beautiful Storybook Gnome set and our wonderful new trio punch. I use my other one all the time, so when I saw this one I thought, well, that's definitely going to be something I'd use, because cutting these corners off to make tags, just very simply like that, very easy. So thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate that you've dropped by. I'll be back with more crafty goodness another day. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Give me the thumbs up. Thank you. Goodbye.